Hi, everyone. Oh my goodness, I hope that you're having such an amazing day. I bet that you are super excited to see that I have a special guest for our Devo today. Do you know who this is? This is my dog Bailey. And she is here today because she is my friend. I have three dogs. I have Bailey and Bear and Bandit. Well, Bailey came in here this morning with me to do the devotional. And she's here because we're talking about friendship this morning. So can everybody say, hi, Bailey? So Bailey is one of my very best friends. Yeah, thank you so much. She's one of my very best friends. My doggies are my best friends. And how do you think that I know that she is my friend? Well, number one, she comes and she sits on my lap. And two, she does the thing where she licks me. She doesn't try to run away from me. And even times when I don't feel good or I'm a little sad, you know what she normally does? She normally cuddles right up to me and loves on me. She can tell when I'm upset. My dogs can tell when I'm upset. And they like to be there to comfort me. Well, today we're going to be talking about how we can show God that we are his friend. Now, I want you to think of what it would be like if the things that Bailey would do if she were not trying to show me that she was my friend. What kind of things would Bailey do? Well, she would probably run away from me. She would probably not want to be near me. She might even, as a dog, try to bite me. Well, that's not what she does. Bailey shows lots of love. Now, what kinds of things does a true friend do for other people? So don't want you to think about me and Bailey right now. She's going to hang out with us though. But I want you to think about a friend in general. What kinds of things does a friend do for others? And I want you to stop the video and I want you to talk about it for a few minutes with your class. Name some things that a friend does for others. Okay? So, some things that I can think of that a friend would do for others. Some of these are similar to what Bailey does for me. Yeah, hi Bailey. A friend is going to be there for each other when they're sad. Okay, she wants to go. I'm going to let her go now. There you go. A friend is going to be there for others when they're sad. A friend is going to stay with them and be there to comfort them and take the time to make them feel better. A friend is going to say encouraging things to each other. A friend is going to do encouraging things for their friends. Bailey, so I just told you that Bailey will give me little kisses. She cuddles up to me. She sits next to me. That's encouraging things to me that Bailey does for me. So a friend might go to each other's houses. A friend is probably going to smile at each other. And a friend is going to be someone who's going to wave at you and talk to you. So lots of encouraging things that a friend does for another friend. A friend is probably also going to forgive you for the mistakes that you made. The other night, I felt so bad. I went into my bedroom and Bailey was laying on the floor and I stepped on her tail. And it was really sad because it hurt her and I didn't mean to. It was an accident because it was really dark in my bedroom and she was in there in the dark and I stepped on her tail. But you know what? The first thing that she did when I stepped on her tail, she came up to me and she licked me. Now I was also saying, I'm so sorry. So it made it easy. Here, I'll show you. She's still here. You see her? Oh, she's still here. She wants to say hi. But anyways, I stepped on her tail, and she kept on. She's licking me, and she was letting me know that it's okay. I know that I forgive you. Well, as a friend doesn't hold the mistakes that other friends make against each other. If Bailey were not a good friend to me, Bailey would run off and never want to sit by me again, and she wouldn't, and she might even bite me. And so remember that a friend is not going to hold the mistakes that another friend makes against them. They're going to forgive them. And another important thing that a friend might do that I can think of, a good friend might help someone when they fail. We all fail, don't we? Even if we don't fail against each other, we're going to fail. We're going to do the wrong thing. We're going to say the wrong thing. And a friend is going to be someone that comes up to you and says, listen, I know that you made a mistake, but I still love you, and I'm here to help you through it and to make it right. So a friend is also going to help their friend when they fail. So I want you to think of that and think of, do I do any of these things for people that I love? Do I do the opposite? Because if we're doing the opposite, we're not showing that we're really good friends. Well, we were learning about Ruth and Naomi, right? And how did Ruth show Naomi that she was her friend? Well, remember, Ruth's husband and her sons, they died. Remember when they went to Moab? And Naomi told Ruth, you just need to go home, go be with your family. But what did Ruth say? She said, nope. She said, I will go with you. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Remember that? That's how she showed that she was her friend. Now, how do we show God that we're his friend? Well, I'll tell you that it gives us an answer for that in the Bible. It tells us in John 15, verse 14, and you are my friends if you obey me. So we show God that we love him by obeying him. How did God show us that he loved us and he's our friend? Remember, we learned about that yesterday. God sent his son Jesus. Remember that? So I want you to keep that in mind and think about, are you showing others that you're a good friend to them? Are you showing God that you're a good friend to him by obeying him? Now, if we disobey, does that mean that we don't love God and we don't want to be his friend? We're going to make mistakes. God knows that. Just like we make mistakes with our friends that we have here on the earth, right? Like when I stepped on Bailey's tail, that was an accident. It was a mistake. But she forgave me. And God forgives us too, because he loves us. All right, guys. So I want you to focus on being a good friend and focus on paying attention to the ways that you treat others and how you show them you're their friend. All right, we're going to stop right there. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and do our memory verse. Now, you've had time to eat your snack, and so now you've got the opportunity to put it down and go ahead and say the memory verse with me, okay? So, what should we say then? Since God is on our side, who can be against us? Romans 8, verse 31. Okay? What should we say then? Since God is on our side, who can be against us? Romans 8, verse 31. All right, very good. I think it would be a great idea to stop the video and as a class practice this together, okay? And you can practice this in your own time as well. All right, now, I started teaching you a song yesterday. Let's see if you can remember it. Remember, you're going to do J for Jesus, O for others, and Y for you. Okay, here we go. J is for Jesus, O is for others, and Y is for you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. All right, very good. And we'll keep practicing that. There's another part to it at the end, and we'll learn that tomorrow. Okay, very good, guys. Let's go ahead and let's say our rules, all right? Today, we'll just do it like we normally do it and say them together, okay? So let's start with number 1. Listen and follow directions the first time. Number 2, raise your hand and don't blurt out. 3, respect others with your words and don't use foul language. 4, keep your hands and feet to yourself. 5, no cell phones, electronics, or toys in program. 6, respect the property. 7, no illegal drugs and no weapons. 8, remain seated facing the front and quiet on all buses and vans. Number 9, no kicking balls in the gym unless it's a dodgeball. Number 10, stay out of the ice machine. 11, hang up all backpacks and coats. 12, remain seated while eating snack. 13, delayed obedience is disobedience. And number 14, which we don't have on there, keep your shoes on your feet at all times. Now, let's pay attention to this one right here. Number 7, no illegal drugs and no weapons. Hey, why do we not want you to bring weapons or drugs into program? Why do you think? It's very unsafe. It can hurt you and it can hurt everybody else at program. That's why we say no illegal drugs and no weapons. And what we also want you to think of, please don't try to find things to make weapons out of. Okay, I have seen people that find the things that we have at program and use it to try and hurt other people. Well, that rule says you can't do that. Okay? And the things that we have are not made to be weapons. The things that we have at program are made to be useful, to help you learn, and to help you enjoy the activities that we have for you. So, let's remember, we're not going to use weapons and we're not going to use drugs at Just Lead for your safety. All right, last thing. We have 2 birthdays tomorrow, but we're going to be at Skate Town. So, we're celebrating these 2 birthdays today. So, let's everybody say the happy birthday to Oscar and Amaya. So, when you see them, say, happy birthday, Oscar, and happy birthday, Amaya, and it's going to make them feel wonderful and all fuzzy inside. It's an important day for them, so let's celebrate Oscar and Amaya. All right. Well, that is that. Bailey says bye, and I want you to know that I love you, we love you, and God bless you.